In Game 3 of the NBA Finals, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray had their way with the Heat, scoring or assisting on 84 of Denver's 109 points. But Game 4 was about everyone else. Key supporting players like Bruce Brown and Aaron Gordon, along with another stellar performance from this quietly effective defense. Last time, we talked about that Jokic-Murray two-man game carving up Miami for most of the night. So, to slow down Murray in Game 4, Miami picked him up in the backcourt a lot, increasing their pressure, trying to wear him down a little bit, and force Denver to use more clock before setting up their offense. The Heat also double-teamed a ton, with Jimmy Butler lurking here before fully committing to the double, and that's a tough shot against the clock. Essentially, the Heat tilted their defense all night toward Denver's big two, involving a third defender in the action. They double Jokic, and the nearest defender shifts over and there's no real advantage. They also trapped Murray a bunch in these two-man actions, sometimes with good results. But that also opened up shots for the supporting cast. Two men go to Jamal here. Vincent's a touch late rotating so Jokic can catch and hit Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for a three. What Miami really wants is to double Murray and take away the pass to Jokic. So with Kevin Love already shifted over, Jokic tells Gordon to flash to the high post as an outlet valve. And after the whistle, he goes over to explain how to counter the trapping scheme. So later in the quarter, when they trap Murray again, that nearest defender slides to Jokic, and this time Gordon does flash middle, sucking in the defense and setting up a wide open Bruce Brown three. This came full circle at the end of the half when Miami trapped Murray. Bam's length made it hard to hit Jokic, so he flashes to the middle, which occupies Butler, and KCP throws a great lob over the top to Gordon. Denver used a ton of cuts to exploit all of Miami's trapping and scrambling behind the play. Murray goes behind the back to Jokic, Gordon again flashes toward the ball, and Joker hits him and it's a foul. The Nuggets bring Love into the screening action here, so he traps Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. back cuts from the corner on a beautiful laydown pass. This time it's Jokic playing pick and roll with MPJ. He slips to the corner and then immediately makes a brilliant cut backdoor for a dunk. And part of this is just the price to pay for double teams involving such a great passer. Gordon was open for a split second there because Butler went to rotate to Jokic, so Bam needed to peel off into the paint instead, and that's all Joker needs to burn you. Here's another pick and roll with Murray where the Heat look like they're going to trap. Instead, Vincent late switches back to Jokic, and when he spins off the catch here, KCP is open, but a dunk is even better. Murray also dropped a few dimes himself, attacking Duncan Robinson and pick and roll. Brown is open at the top, but he upgrades to a Jeff Green three in the corner. And with Jokic on the bench at the end of the third, they get Robinson switched onto Murray, Kyle Lowry sitting on the edge of the paint to help, so when they trap Jamal, it's an easy flip to the corner, and Gordon drills a huge triple. This was a massive game for Aaron, finishing with a career playoff-high 27 points, including 3 of 4 from downtown on a night where the Nuggets made 13 of their 21 threes when they had at least 4 feet of open space, according to Second Spectrum's tracking. In Game 1, we saw how he took advantage of cross matches in transition for easy post scores, and he isolated against Gabe Vincent here for a nifty 3-point play. And it was just Gordon's night. He only missed 4 times all game. Denver was plus 29 with him on the court, and in the second quarter he threw in this craziness off of the wrong leg. He even joined in on the passing party, threading this beautiful bouncer to Murray. And I love this wrinkle from the Nuggets, where Gordon sets a second screen on the handoff action. That makes trapping a little trickier, so Martin has to switch onto him, and that's another mismatch in the post and a monster jam. Gordon was also part of a big night for Denver's defense, sliding up to help here, then recovering perfectly for the steal. And the Nuggets defense has been the unsung story of this series and maybe the playoffs, holding Miami to a 102 offensive rating in their 3 wins. Denver nabbed 11 steals, and KCP's hands were active all night, especially on this paint help where he snatches the backdoor pass. And this possession is a masterclass, staying with the ball handler around the screen, then switching on to Butler up top for a second, before switching again and sliding with the drive well, only to peel off at the last second and strip Bam under the hoop. Whew. Brown got in on the action too, dispossessing Gabe Vincent here, and this time he puts on the clinic, closing out well to a shooter, then sliding with Martin to the other side of the basket and just completely shutting him off. Brown also exploded offensively down the stretch of this game, pouring in 15 points in the final 15 minutes, and a lot of these plays were just fantastic individual efforts from Bruce, but he also attacked Duncan Robinson throughout the night, running pick and roll instead of Murray here and patiently working for a huge clutch floater. In the first half, his eyes lit up when he saw Robinson in transition. He hits him with this nasty cross and explodes in for 2. And this play just about summed up the night, running the 2-man game so he could attack Duncan, getting downhill and then hitting Christian Brown on the cut, and none other than Gordon finishes with the tip. The supporting cast made championship plays like this all night. Here, Gordon chasing the shifty Robinson around a screen, then sticking to him like glue and forcing a traveling violation. Or take this out of bounds set, where Brown falls behind his man for a second, so Gordon steps in front of the ball, Green tags the roller, and that turns into another mid-range miss for Miami. This time the Heat attack Jokic in pick and roll, and Brown digs down to strip the ball handler, then immediately recover to the shooter, so Miami is forced to completely reset this play with a low clock, and Jokic can slide all the way out to the shooter and contest well. And for all the attention his offensive game receives, his defense has been quietly kind of good at times. He's had nice matchups throughout these playoffs, avoiding 5-out or small ball lineups that can really stretch him out too much. But against the pick and roll heavy Adebayo, Joker's size has been really effective, and his positioning coming out to contain the ball, playing the pocket pass, and then recovering back to Bam's role has been excellent throughout this entire series. Here's a great example in the first, where he's up at the screening action, slides back over to Bam, then helps on the drive while playing the pass, only to deflect it off Vincent for a turnover. We usually don't think of Jokic as a paint presence defensively, but Miami's shooting just 44% when he's the nearest defender within 6 feet of the hoop, 20% worse than expected according to the tracking data. And some of these are great reactions. He's defending the pick and roll here, Brown gets backdoored, and Jokic beams over to destroy a layup and force another turnover. This was probably the best defensive game I've ever seen from him. And last time we talked about using his feet to clog up the passing lane, and in Game 4 he had more kick saves than a hockey goalie. Sometimes these just reset the play, but this one also prevents a deep post catch, and on this play, it saved what would have been a wide open look from 3. The karate kick also led to a steal by completely throwing off Kyle Lowry's pass, and I don't remember ever seeing this, but Lowry changes his pass when he sees Jokic's foot, and he fumbles it away for a turnover. Joker was credited with 3 steals and 3 blocks in this game, none more fitting than this poke away with 2 minutes to play that turned defense into offense for a KCP 3 from the wing to ice the game. We often associate championships with just the star players, but nearly every NBA title winner has good, if not great, role players because the supporting cast is just as important as the stars in order to upgrade a team from a first-round exit to a championship. In many ways, Game 4 epitomized Denver's season, upgrading its roster with 3-and-D wings like Brown and Caldwell-Pope, Aaron Gordon playing his role perfectly on both ends, and connected team defense around Nikola Jokic. And this total team effort in Game 4 down in Miami has the Denver Nuggets just one win away from an NBA title. If you want to work in basketball, I have the place for you. It's Sports Business Classroom's immersive program inside Summer League in Las Vegas. Past instructors in this program have included Commissioner Adam Silver, Mike D'Antoni, and tons of other industry leaders in the NBA and in media. Sign up using the code GREATDAY for $300 off. There's more information in the description box below if you are interested. To directly support this channel, check out patreon.com/thinkingbasketball. We have our proprietary stats board that updates throughout the season and the playoffs, a Discord community, and more. Thanks as always for watching this one all the way through, and of course, I hope you are having a great day.